Alrighty, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over STMB Cave and Suspended T-Spins. Alright, let's get started. I usually just clump these into floating T-Spins, though that also has the same name as the openers, so probably shouldn't be doing that, since that might be a bit confusing, but here. This is a STMB Cave. Basically, what you're looking for is a 3-wide gap with little perforations on each side. What would these be called? It's one lower than the rest of it. 3-wide gap with that, or flat. Flat works too, but then you have to kind of build around it. It's much easier to do with these ones since you kind of already have everything built for you. But basically, you just need a 3-wide gap. That's it. Same level, 3-wide gap, it'll work. Then all you need to do is create an overhang like that, and you've done it. That is a STMB Cave. There is another one you could do with a 4-wide gap. Let me just put it out really quick. There we go. If a 4-wide gap right like this, well, you can take an L or J instead, and then use, probably gonna want to use this L right here to do that. To create another one with a 4-wide gap. Now let's get another 3-wide gap made here. Just like, actually that's a 2-wide gap. What am I doing? Oh no. I can't count. Let me just clip my board a bit. Alright, here's another place where we want to use one. As you can see, we have a 3-wide gap right here. Even though it isn't like above anything, it still is an STMB Cave. Just gotta do that. We actually have a 5-wide gap here. If it's a 5-wide gap, you can do it as well, but you need 2 pieces. So right here, you can see like 5-wide gap right here. I'm gonna make an overhang like this, and then I can use another one to fill in an area. That is technically isn't an STMB Cave because I literally just filled in where the well would normally go, but you know, still the same idea of one. Let's try to actually make another one here. We have another 5-wide gap. Let's hold off for a second S piece. It doesn't look like it's gonna give it to me. Alright, there we go. Let's do this. Yeah. So there we go. Here's what an actual double overhang STMB Cave would look like. Just like that. Right here we're 2 above the ground again, so we can use another one of these ones with the L. Probably want the overhang to be on this side, so these pieces aren't ideal for it. I can do this though and just wait for a I piece to fix that. I need another L though to finish this one off. There we go. Right here we got another normal one. I'm probably going to want to use this as an overhang instead and place it right here like that. Alright, let's do a bit more board cleaning.
Tetris.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is not cleaning up my board. There we go. Alright, here you can also go for a T-spin single with them like this. And then actually, I think, can't I convert that? No, I can't. I cannot, never mind. Why did I think I could do that? Yeah, so they're just gonna have to leave a gap to clear. And let's get that T-spin out of the way just so it's a bit easy to continue. And this T-spin would just give it to me, so I'm just gonna take this one as well. I'm sorry, my horrible teacher, just taking breaks to just style. Alright. Anyway, I think that's like there's not really much else to the STMB caves. They're pretty simple. Basically, we're just looking for that 3-wide gap, and you can also, as you saw there very briefly, I think, did I show it off? You can stack them on top of each other. And there's plenty of different ways you can make that overhang and like cover the gap. I could do my best to show some more extreme examples. Let's see. That probably wasn't a good idea. Oh, I could do this. There we go, there's a pretty extreme one. We made my board a mess, but you know. Still was pretty cool. Here's another weird one. Here's just a normal one that I just happened to be given to me. Actually, let's stack one on top of each other. See how I'm placing the eyepiece here? That technically makes it a SMTV cave. And then we can make a little overhang like this, and boom, we just stack two on top of each other. Well, actually, I made a fractal, but still. I guess there's some pictures of like some better examples. It's hard for me to like come up with these on the spot. Why am I going for this? Because I'm a greedy bastard, that's why. It doesn't even work because there's a gap there. What am I doing? Sorry, got a bit more than a little distracted there. Anyway, yeah. I mean, showing some pictures off of some more like ways you can make that overhang. But again, the main thing that you're looking for with this is the 3 wide gap or 4 wide gap, and then just finding some sort of arrangement pieces that can bridge the gap, creating that T-spin shape. Yeah. And now we're going to go over to some of the more basic ones, and honestly the ones I probably should have started with in retrospect. Just the standard suspended T-spins. Well, again, we already showed off the SMB cave with the S's and Z's, but there's a few more. Actually, the Gush Up or Fake is technically one. Let's show that one off. For this one, this is what is... this right here is a Z or S suspended spin, where we put in that upright to create the 2 wide area for the T-spin. You can see right there. This one's actually a Z and an S suspended T-spin, so that's a pretty cool one. Right. Of course, there's also a few more that we could do. I'll see if I can create these shapes. Right here could be a place where we could do one, right? Right here. You can place a L like this on a shape on an area like this to create a little T-spin like that. How do I want to go about this? This is like the greediest thing I could do to fix this. But that's just how I roll. Doesn't even really work, does it? Because it's still leave. Actually, no, it works. It works. It works. Alright. Again, getting sidetracked. Alright, so right here, we can use another one of these L ones that I showed. Oh, didn't mean to swap pieces there. What else can we do? We can do a T-piece one right here. We just need an L and an overhang. Oh, sorry, J and an overhang, just like that. Darn it, I should not have done that. That was, Oh, no, controller reconnect. Ah, rip.
Seems like
Always disconnects at the worst times. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be showing a bunch more up on screen that you can look at. These ones are quite simple. I mean, there's not really much of them. So, there you go. And that's pretty much it. And then another quick one. Just showing off floating T-spins. And these are ones that I really recommend that you just practice as much as you can. Like, head into Sprint and see how many of them you can find. Like, don't even worry about your board safety. Just try to get good at finding them, because they are quite important, especially for making, I guess, kind of fractals in the sense that you build T-spins on top of T-spins, which is really good, like, for just, like, prepping a large attack where you just, like, send a bunch of damage at once. And it's something that, like, yeah, it's just, like, it's something that you really need to get good at. I mean, if you look at high-level play, they're pretty much always stacking these things. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it. See you next time when we go over. I actually have it pulled up this time. Going over the 4 wide next.